Now, Kelly Ward is the head of the Republican Party in Arizona. So she's a GOP chairman, and she really, really does not like medical professionals. She does not like the nurses. She does not like the doctors, especially since they are advising the government to stay closed during this pandemic. So now she has a new arsenal, I should say, a new weapon in her arsenal to fight against the experts by saying and actually encouraging her followers to dress up. Now, she said this on Twitter: planning protests to reopen America. Everyone wears scrubs and masks. The media doesn't care if you're really in healthcare or not. It's the message that matters. Now, this just comes days after Ward took to Twitter to cast down on reports that healthcare workers who would block protesters demonstrating against stay-at-home orders in Denver earlier this month. So, look, we've all seen the pictures. We've all seen, of course, these medical professionals, nurses, doctors, etc., standing outside and basically counter-protesting the anti-stay-at-home protesters. So they're out there with their gear, and these right-wingers are out there cosplaying, essentially, with their guns and no masks and not doing social distancing and all that stuff. But they're cosplaying as freedom fighters. Freedom fighters. It's my freedom to choke on my own fluids after getting coronavirus. Well, unfortunately, it's really not, because you go into the hospital, you start spreading coronavirus around. I mean, like you spread those viral conspiracy theories on Facebook. You're going to spread it around, but it's going to get people hurt. It's going to get people sick. They're going to spread it to their families. And look, we continue to lose medical professionals, nurses, doctors at an incredibly high rate because they're getting exposed to this virus, because people have not been social distancing and they've been coming in after contracting the virus and getting everyone around them sick. So this is it's a huge problem. But Kelly Ward doesn't care really about any of this stuff. No. She only cares about Kelly Ward. So now she said this: even if these spontaneously appearing people at protests against government overreach, sporting the same outfits, posture, and facial expressions, are involved in healthcare, when they appeared at rallies, they were actors playing parts. Actors. They're actors. What is wrong with you, Kelly Ward? Look, the only message that these nurses and doctors are saying, these people in healthcare are saying, is please stay home, because this makes my job harder. That's why we're doing a counter protest. That's why we're taking time out of our day when we could be resting, staying with our families, recovering, etc., sleeping, which a lot of medical professionals have not been able to do as of late. We could be taking that time to do our own thing, but instead we have to come out and basically educate your ignorant ass, because you refuse to stay home and you refuse to make our jobs and lives any easier. You're also endangering yourself and anyone around you. Please don't do that. But no, Kelly Ward says you're an actor. Ridiculous. I mean, it is sickening and wrong. And again, she's telling her supporters, well, you should dress up to be a nurse. You should dress up to be a doctor, and then counter the protest or whatever. That's pretty deplorable. And it's projection, because, well, they're saying, well, these nurses and doctors, they're just actors out there. They're paid actors by, George Soros now? You're going to bring him into it, of course, because anti-Semitism is always a tool for the right wing. And it's funny because they're projecting. And they're saying, well, you're going to dress up, then we're going to dress up. I mean, you idiots are why we're going to lose our summer, right? Because they're going out there, they're getting infected, they're spreading it around. And guess what? They're going to end up either self-isolating at home or possibly dying in the hospital and spreading the disease to the same people that they're calling actors and frauds. And they're going to be like, I don't understand why this is happening to me. We told you. You didn't want to listen. And now you basically screwed the rest of us. Thanks a lot, assholes. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.